Today, guys, on Beer Geek Nation, we are looking at a new release from Intangible Ales, collaborating with Saint Somewhere out of Florida. This, and I'm going to mispronounce this name, so I apologize, is Soleil Reverie, which means Sunshine Daydream. It's a farmhouse ale coming in at 5% alcohol by volume, brewed with Florida kumquats, ginger, sage, and a little bit of peppercorn. Intangible Ales is a new brewery from Terry Hallbaker and Kristen Mullen. Terry is currently the brewer at Pizza Boy, my kind of local establishment here. This is a side project for him, and he got to brew with Bob Sylvester at Saint Somewhere. And as you guys may or may not know, Saint Somewhere does some fantastic farmhouse ales. Bob Sylvester is considered to be, one of the kind of kings of that style. They just do some fantastic beers. So Intangible Ales, look for them, locally in Pennsylvania. If you're here, he's going to be brewing some wild ales, some different beers with some different breweries, just a lot of rustic beers from what I can tell. So let me get this one into a glass so that you guys know how it smells, tastes, and give you the final verdict on Soleil Reverie. I got to the aroma on the Soleil Reverie. Oh man, big fruit complexity to it, a tartness. Definitely getting that ginger, the sage. Definitely getting a juicy kind of quality. I'm assuming it's from the kumquat. A little bit of pepper in there, spiciness. Nice breadiness. Maybe a little bit of like a wet hay or definitely a wet grass type of smell. A little bit of lemongrass coming through. Just a really refreshing, citrusy, clean smelling beer. All right, guys, so the taste. Cheers. Oh, wow, it's really nice. Wow, right at the front of the tongue, you get a lot of that pepper, a lot of ginger, a little bit of, again, kind of a juicy, tart fruitiness to it. Middle of the mouth, lots of breadiness. That Saison, biscuity characteristic really comes through. A lot of pepper, a little bit of clove in there. Some spiciness. It's kind of hard to tell where that Saison yeast stops and where the peppercorn kind of picks up. Definitely getting that ginger and sage in the form of kind of the tartness from the ginger. Kind of almost an herbal, subtle kind of mintiness from the sage in there as well. It's a clean citrusy beer, but at the same time, it's kind of savory. It fires on all cylinders. Really easy to drink at 5%. It's bright, very effervescent, pretty dry finish in the aftertaste. I'm getting more of that spiciness. More of a slight tart fruit juice quality to it. Again, I'm assuming from the fruit in this one. It's a really clean, refreshing drinking Saison, classic to the style. Awesome stuff. All right, guys, so the final verdict on the Soleil Reverie from Saint Somewhere is an Intangible Ales, 5% available now. Guys, this one is getting an A. I'm a sucker for a good Saison, and this one is a solid Saison base, classic rustic farmhouse ale, and adding those spices, adding that kumquat to it just really takes it to the next level, makes it super drinkable, but there's a kind of a complexity to it where you want to sit back and just keep sipping on it. You get all that spiciness, all those different kind of tart fruit juices in there as well, playing off that classic spiciness from the Saison yeast. It's just, again, it fires on all cylinders. It's a really complex beer, but at the same time, it's just refreshing and something you want to keep drinking. It's awesome stuff. Definitely check out Saint Somewhere if you've never had any of their beers. Just fantastic beers, and pay attention. Watch for Intangible Ales, an up-and-coming brewery for sure. So with that, folks, remember life's too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.